Hi Kenny, my name is Christina. I'm with KC Phoenix SEO, and I was talking with Zed the other day and thought that you might be interested in a video to go over 3 things that can set your company above your competition. Just a little bit of a website audit for you, completely free, no obligation. If you could just give me some feedback at the end of the video, I'd really appreciate it. So jumping right into it, 3 things that we're going to talk about are content, citations, and backlinks. And when it comes to content, the average website in Google's eyes will need at least 1,000 to 1,500 words in order to be optimized with them. And you have the amount of words amongst your entire website, but one of the things that I recommend customers do is have that 1,000 to 1,500 words on their homepage, because the majority of your backlinks that point back to your page are going to be back to your homepage. Not always, but a majority of them are. So currently you're sitting at about 800 words on your homepage, and you want to make sure that those words also include keyword-rich content. So what a keyword is basically anytime that you do a search for Google, like say roofers in Kansas City is the one that I'm going to talk about, that is a keyword that we would want to have verbatim on your homepage built into your content. So the first thing that I would recommend is getting your front page up to that 1,000 to 1,500 words in order to be optimized with them. And then also make sure that most of the traffic is coming to your homepage, so having it there on your homepage. Your number one competitors, I searched for roofers in Kansas City, and if you look here, volume is 2,400 people a month search for this keyword. And the great thing about this keyword is it's what we call a buyer intent keyword, which means that if somebody searches for a roofer in Kansas City, then obviously we know that they're going to be located in Kansas City versus just saying like roofer company. That one's not going to be a buyer intent keyword because it's not going to be specific to our location. So 2,400 people a month search for roofers in Kansas City. So those are 2,400 potential customers that you miss out on by not being on the first page of Google for this keyword. So your number one competitors, if you go, once you get past the ads that people are paying for, and then the Google Map Pack, which we'll talk about here in a second, you got some blogs, Home Advisor, and then Premier Roofing is the top organic spot for this keyword. And with Premier Roofing, just to give you an idea, this is actually one of their back pages because they're a national company. You can see all the different locations that they have, and their back page is ranking at the top of Google. So it'd be really easy to take these guys over and get on the front page. Just take a little bit of time. But they have just under 1,000 words on their homepage, which is more than what you've got. So content is king, and just by beating them out, and like I said, you never want to beat somebody by a little bit, right? You want to beat them by a lot. So like I said, they've got 900 words, you've got about 800 words. So just by increasing to that 1,000 or 1,500, you could just take them over just by your content alone. The next thing I want to talk about is citations. So the next visible section anytime that you do a search, once you get past the ads, is what we call the Google Map Pack, right? And you can rank in this without necessarily being on the front page of Google. You'll see Easton Roofing is the number one spot versus that Premier Roofing that we talked about. And the easiest way to do this is to go after what we call citations. And the visible section here, you have a Google My Business, and I know you have one, but this is where your phone number, your address, and your business name is going to be listed. And then what a citation is when you submit all of that information into a directory, like Yellow Pages, Yelp, CityStar, etc. So I have this tool I'm going to show you called whitespark.ca. This is something that you can go out and get yourself. All these tips I'm giving you are things that you can do yourself. And whitespark.ca costs about $30 a month for what you would need. It's a lower end package, but you can go in and see what your competitors' citations are versus what your citations are. So right now you're sitting at 60 citations and Easton Roofing's at 70. So they're not beating you by much, but just by doubling the amount of citations you have, and doubling, if they have 70, go after 140. Just by doing that, you could probably get at the top of the Google Map Pack, and some people don't go past that whenever they do a search. If I search for roofer in Kansas City, a lot of people go off of this because of course you've got the reviews in there, and people can see like how long you've been around, how many reviews you have. So some people go strictly off of the Google My Business whenever they're selecting, and they don't even get down to this organic section. So I definitely recommend going after both with any of my clients. But the great thing about this tool is that you can see what citations are listed, and the higher package that you pick, the more information will show. But it shows what citations you have, and then what you do is you just do a side-by-side comparison with what Easton Roofing has. and you can see, okay, I've got that one, got that one, got that one, and look for the ones that you don't have, and then you can just click on it and then go after that same citation and just go list your information in there. So it's pretty time consuming, but we call that the copycat method, and it's a way that you can go get more citations, and like I said, start out with that 140. And then the last thing that I'm going to talk to you about are backlinks. And what a backlink is, we call it link juice, and it simply works like site A points to site B. Site A is the link juice that gives site B more authority in Google's eyes, like a popularity contest. You can have more sites coming in to make you more popular, but there's a little more to that. And I think that your business is a perfect example of what that is. So link juice is more effective if you have a relative site linking back to you. For example, a blog post about chiropractic care from another site is not going to give you any authority because you're a roofer, like you do windows, siding, stuff like that, and you don't have anything to do with chiropractic care. But if you had a blog post specifically about, maybe like how often you should get a roofer to come out and check your roof, not exactly sure, but some kind of blog post about maybe like different kind of styles of roofs or something like that, that's going to bring you a lot more authority and power than that chiropractic care blog, right? So another tool I'm going to show you, and again, this is something you can go out and get, and it's called Ahrefs, ahrefs.com. This one's a little more expensive. It's about $100+ a month, but it really gives a good breakdown of what your website's doing, and it looks like you're doing SEO already, just based on how many backlinks you have. But one of the problems that I see here is you have 65 referring domains with 523 backlinks, but these numbers are really low. So this has to do with the trust rating and how much power that those websites are bringing you. And this is really low for this amount of backlinks. And just to give you an idea, I want to show you what Premier Roofing is doing. Remember, they're in that top spot. And you see how their UR and DR is much higher than what yours are. And they actually have less referring domains. So you have 65 referring domains with 523 backlinks. These guys are in the #1 spot. And they've got 29 referring domains with 322 backlinks. But you'll see here that their numbers are higher than yours, and that's because they're getting more relative, high-quality, good backlinks to come back to their page. What you could do with this tool is you can go in and see what backlinks you have, and you see right here the DR. Anytime that it says 0, that means you're literally getting no power from this site. So you have a backlink coming to your page. You have 9, actually, just from this one. But this page doesn't have any power. So same idea with the citations. You can go in and see what your competitors are doing, figure out where they're getting their backlinks, and then go after those same ones. And then if it's working for them, it'll work for you, and you'll get to the top of a Google search. So in closing, we talked about content, 1,000 to 1,500 words on your home page. Make sure it's got some keywords built into it. Citations, going and get listed on those different directories. And then link juice, making sure that you're getting those backlinks, but making sure they're high authority. That's what's going to get you to rank above your competitors. And right now you're not even on the first page for roofers in Kansas City, and that's why you have the backlinks, but they're not good quality backlinks. So I hope this helps. If you have any questions, reach out to me. My name is Christina with KC Phoenix SEO. Number is 816-323-4100. Again, if you wouldn't mind just giving me some feedback on the video.